Are you considering moving to Burbank? These are 9 communities that you absolutely must take a look at. Magnolia Park. It's very walkable, vintage shops, known for the vintage shops. Tree-lined streets up and down and around, nice big canopies all across those streets. The typical price point for a Magnolia Park property is anywhere from $1,200,000 to $1,000,008 and can go up from there if it's newer construction. Home sizes go anywhere from 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, or a little under 1,000 square feet on up to 3,500, somewhere in there, especially if it's a newer build. Downtown Burbank is another community within our city. A little more urban. It is what it says, downtown Burbank. There are apartments, leases, also condos, multi-use, meaning we have retail below and then the condos above for purchase. That was one of the first multi-uses we did in Burbank years and years ago. It's very walkable. There's diverse eating down there, newer restaurants that have come in. The price point for that is going anywhere, again, it's above $1 million to $1,500,000, $1,600,000. You also have, with those condos, the HOAs and amenities that go with those HOAs, but the HOAs can be quite hefty as well. So that's a consideration if you're looking in that area. The hillside area of Burbank is east of the 5 freeway, and it is exactly what it says, hillside, compiled mostly of residential. There's very little industrial, commercial up there in the hills. That's a desirability. People choose that. There's lots of green space. There's lots of parks, great nature centers, hiking areas when you get up into that hillside. And they're the Burbank bungalows. Many have been remodeled, but those price points, again, are anywhere from $1,300,000, $400,000 on up to $2 to $3 million. The sizes of the homes go anywhere from around 1,200 square feet. You might find a couple maybe less than that, on up to 3,000, 4,000 square feet. Also around that hillside area, a public golf course, DeBelle, with a great little place to eat up there. The Starlight Bowl, where we have concerts in the park in the summertime. And then the Stowe Nature Center, which is a lot of hiking. That's a nice community up there. Well, McNeil Amenities is here in what we call the Flats of Burbank. That's close to the St. Joe's Hospital. Johnny Carson Park is right there. There's quite a bit of industry around in there. It's not really Rancho adjacent, but kind of. It is on the west side of the 5 freeway, close to the studios, kind of close to Warner Brothers, the big buildings up there. Those homes, again, are anywhere from 900 to 1,000 square feet on up to 3,000, 4,000 square feet. And that price point is $1,300,000 on up to $3 million. You could say it's Rancho adjacent, Magnolia Park adjacent. It's right there in that vicinity. Our Chandler Park area is very unique. It's actually a bike path now down Chandler, but it used to be railroad tracks. The city turned that into a walkway and bikeway, which has just really influenced the desirability and the price point of those homes. Those little Chandler homes are usually on lots that are half-size lots, 2,500, maybe 3,000. The homes go anywhere from 700 square feet. You can get up to 1,200, 1,500, maybe even 2,000, not very many of those. The price point of those are staggering because they have those smaller lots, you have the smaller square footage. For a Chandler property like that maybe hasn't been rehabbed, $750,000 to $800,000. If it has been rehabbed, they're anywhere from 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom. You can get a 3 bedroom. They're looking at $1 million too. They're expensive for the price per square foot. However, it's located right there on the bike path, which so many people enjoy. And that path goes from Mariposa to Clybourne. The Media District, that is another great area of Burbank, very desirable. It's desirable because it is close to the studios. It has one of the most desirable elementary schools, which attracts a lot of families. They're for lease, but it's Talaria, which is the apartments above Whole Foods. There's a lot of executives that stay there because they're flying in and out. Whole Foods, you have Morton's, you are close to the studios. Those homes range anywhere in price point $1,300,000 to up to $2 million, depending on the size of those homes. And they can be anywhere from 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom to on up to 4 or 5 bedrooms and bathrooms. And the square footage anywhere from like 1,100 square feet to, again, 3,000, depending on the build and when it was. Very desirable area, especially for schools. Another area in Burbank that's very, very popular is what we call the Equestrian District. And that's close to the Equestrian Center. There's lots of Spanishes, which are really beautiful homes down there. But interesting fact is many of those homes there, especially south of Riverside, have stalls. So they are zoned equestrian. They have multiple stalls, they have turnouts, very desirable area to live as well. Those homes range widely in square footage and lot size and price. Something in the equestrian district is going to be $1,500,000 on up to $3 million, even $4 million. That's a very desirable area for Burbank. The North Hills Estates used to be the highest built in the hills of Burbank, east of the 5 freeway. They actually have had another build since then, but the High Ridge Estates have been up there for quite some time. They have incredible views of the valley, incredible views of Burbank. Price point wise, those are $1,600,000 for the things that are on Joaquin and Brace Canyon. You get up into Haven Way, you get up into Viewcrest, then you're looking at properties that are over $3 million. They have incredible views, lot sizes. They've been there for quite some time. There are a lot of remodels. They go anywhere from 2,500 square feet up to 6,000 square feet. They have Brace Canyon Park right there, which has tennis and soccer, and people have great picnics and all those types of things. And you get to see lots of deer. So if you want a beautiful garden, maybe that's not the place for you, because those deer, they eat it all. That is the North Hills Estates. Another area that's pretty exclusive is what we call the Burbank Hills, where the Halstons and the High Ridges are. That is a gated private community. It does have an HOA. There are only 130 homes within that development. Those were developed in 1999 and 2000. The High Ridges in 2004. Those homes go anywhere from 3,900 square feet to 6,000 square feet. It is gated. It is exclusive. It's a very private community. It's a very great community. They do have basketball courts. I think they have pickleball now. Right below them, outside the gates, they have Brace Canyon Park. Right now, which is pretty incredible, the price point on the Halstons, around $3 million for the smaller homes, up to $5-6 million for the large homes.